Hi, my name is Jennifer Hall, and I'm going to be doing a presentation on my school's awesome new smart board. The system is called LEAP Interactive. LEAP stands for Learning Experience Academic Program. This board is not only super cool, the kids can actually take virtual field trips. We have a full technology program that they can actually do. It is interactive, so it's great for the kids to actually be able to come up and do a hands-on activity. We also have a LEAP interactive workbook that goes along with it, so the kids can actually do the activity in the workbook as well. And I think another cool feature that kind of helps with the home and school connection is that we have stickers that go on each child that's showing that they did go to LEAP Interactive today. So I'm gonna show you the basic features of it because this is specific to a classroom teacher. And so she uses it for a little more like circle time. She has it downloaded. She uses it for some of our Spanish programming. So it really does have a large variety of uses, and the kids absolutely love it. So that's one of the biggest, I guess, focal points that I'm going to touch on, and then the curriculum that it highlights, because I love that it has so many great features that you can do to where, again, you can just really make learning come to life. And I think that's the biggest benefit that having technology in education, especially in my field in early childhood education, we're infiltrating them the right way at an early age. It's not TV, it doesn't have access to that, there's no Netflix. It's 100% a learning tool, so let's check it out. So, okay, the first part that I'm gonna go over is our Fun with Phonics program. So there's phase 1 and phase 2. Phase 1 is going to be for our early learners. So that's going to be like beginning letters, beginning letter sounds. As our kids get older, it does go into more in-depth programming. So you're going to have leveled readers. You're going to have an actual phonics workbook. There's going to be characters. I think that's one thing that makes our franchise a little different is that we have like iconology, so there is characters and letters for everything, and those all combine and they help the kids remember the letters as well. So I do think that we've done like an awesome job with that, and again, I love that not only just phonics in the classroom, but we're able to use these literacy pieces actually on the smartboard as well. So again, you know, phase 1, Fun with Phonics, you can actually see all of our posters. So again, we're going to go over the alliteration posters. So they do go along with the phonics part of it. So as they learn the sound, that's how we introduce new letters. So again, this is super great. Billy Badger bounces the basketball to Bobby Black Bear. This is obviously our character for that as well. A super cool feature, obviously, if you're going over the letter B, is that you can have the kids actually go through and underline all the letter B's. So I can, you can pick any color you want. Let's do red. And we're going to make the line a little thicker because I have little ones and I want them to be able to, see it. So I can say, Billy, it's a little perforated, I'm sorry. No, there we go, okay. Billy Badger bounces, and you can also say uppercase or lowercase b, so there are some other features to that as well. And again, depending on where each of your children are at, you can ask them to go through and highlight it. Obviously, this is super helpful and easy. You can also ask them, okay, now it's your turn. I'm going to write the letter B, and you're going to get to do it after me. So I could go through, write the letter B myself, then raise a volunteer, ask them to come up, and then they would again write the B. It also has an eraser feature, so I can use more than one child. I can say, okay, this was Miss Jen's B, but now we're going to move on and we're going to do someone else's B. So this is one of my favorite features. Again, I just think it's super helpful with actually teaching kids to read. That's something that I'm proud of for the early child education environment, is knowing that when our children graduate from our program, not only are they prepared for kindergarten, they have the necessary life skills to be lifelong readers and learners. So we're gonna end that. It also has all of the music downloaded. So again, that's another thing that makes us a little different, is that we have songs that go along with each of our characters. So I'm just gonna give you an example. Okay, so again, there's an alphabet rap. That one's a little long, so I'm not gonna go over that one. I'm gonna try not to dance on my super catchy songs, but it's just in my teaching heart. Okay, so this is the T-Rex trot. This is probably the kids' favorite. So you just, you get along. Super catchy, And usually we invite all of the kids to get up and dance along with it. So it's touch your nose, turn around, touch the ground, up your knees, clap 1, 2, 3, turn around. Touch, I'm gonna dress. T-Rex trot, and they love this part. T-Rex trot. And again, it has other letters that go along with our T. You get the gist. I'm not gonna go over the whole jam. I don't want to bust out in gastric dancing, Okay. It's giving me a hard time. Okay. There we go. So, and again, we're gonna have all of those. So again, that's the T-Rex trot. We also have it for different actual vowels. So we have like the short O, the short U, and again, it does go all along with it. And again, it's gonna go along with our phonics curriculum. Another thing that I think is super awesome is we have the Bubbles Reading Corner. So Bubbles U is kind of our own proprietary version of ABC Mouse, and we actually have access to all of it on here as well. So again, if we wanted to do the ABCs of Canada, we could go through and actually has a whole program for it. So also you see a little overview. That's Bubbles, he's our mascot. Mischievous, and these are all, again, all of our characters. Flinny and Lucy, Flexi Flamingo. Yep, it's Bubbles and all his friends. So again, as you'll see, you keep going on, it's going to be an interactive story that the kids are a part of and they do get to practice in.
ABC Canada. A is for Arctic, in the icy cold north. B is for beaver, busy building a dam. C is for Calgary Stampede.
So, again, as you can see, you won't go over the whole book, but you can kind of see how, again, it's an interactive feature. This is super helpful for first-year teachers when they're still trying to learn their vibe and the flow of things. The phonics program is really self-explanatory, and it's super interactive and easy for all teachers to use. So, again, that's just another super awesome feature that I at least prefer to use. Okay, so the next thing I want to show you is the Leap Interactive. So again, Leap Interactive is our technology program. All of our kids 2 and up do get to use it. So if we were to go, let's just say February, preschool 2, that's going to be our 4 and 5-year-olds. These pages are also going to be in their Leap Interactive workbooks. So again, if the child does not get the opportunity to come up and do it on the board, if you have a classroom full of 20, you can't possibly, it wouldn't be efficient in a lesson to have all of them do it. You all, at the end, you're gonna go back and they're gonna do the lesson together. And that does help. Some teachers use small groups for it, which I think is a little bit better just because you can actually make sure the kids are paying attention to what it says and that you're giving directions and assistance as needed. Obviously, the goal isn't just to do it, it's for them to really know and master the lesson. So we're going to go week 1, day 1. Okay, so this is actually my favorite curriculum theme. It's called Time Periods. So again, to view the Sphinx with Google Earth, single tap the select tool and then double tap the Leap Interactive Bubbles icon. You're going to next single tap the spotlight tool in the upper left-hand side of the board. A circle will appear using your finger. Tap and draw the circle to various images on the board. Afterwards, single tap the normal pen tool and then use your finger to trace the image of the Sphinx. So again, this whole point you're going to be circling it and then you're going to be asking the kids to trace along the Sphinx. Again, it is super helpful Those are going to be the pyramids. And then again, you could use a different one for the Sphinx. So you'd be circling along the way. So again, super helpful. It brings the lessons to life. And again, it does give children the access to do it. And parents, obviously, this is a wonderful tool for them as well. So for Google Earth, I need to say that. Okay. For Google Earth Pro, oh, there we go. Yep, so it's loading. Okay, so, okay, so I love this. And then again, this is really helpful for social studies. So in our preschool programs, all of the kids do learn their states and capitals. And then in our Spanish program, the children actually travel to the different countries. So we're actually able to bring that to life for them. So let's say we're going to sightseeing tour. Oop. Okay, so, oh, you can actually zoom for me. Come on. Okay. Oh, it's giving me a hard time. There we go. Okay. So again, you can actually zoom in, which is super helpful. Again, we can look at the different states. This is nice too, because then especially when you're talking more about science and other things like that and geography, we can talk about the different countries and how they have different surfacing and different temperatures and climates. And even one of our curriculum themes involves talking about forces of nature. So again, you could talk about in the Midwest, we're gonna have tornadoes, and places like Florida has hurricanes, and California has earthquakes, and again, you can just talk about those different things as well. So I think this is super awesome as well. The kids do love taking virtual field trips as they go along. And then again, the teachers do have access to other things on here as well. So again, so this is our weather bubbles. So the kids can actually come up here and then we can go ahead and match them for what weather it is today. So again, today's weather was cool. The season is winter. This was obviously an older one that I'm showing you. But again, it is super great that they can just go along with it. With the gallery, you can actually add clip art to it as well. So if I wanted to change Bubbles' clothing, we wanted to have more fun with it, we could do that as well. Again, you know, I think this tool is just super great for all of the kids. It's definitely a seller for our parents. And again, I do think that technology in early child education a lot of times is looked at as a negative because we think that kids are just going to be out watching TV and it's not going to be engaging. And I think the system really does prove otherwise, that kids can learn and they can be involved in technology and that it's not going to be a negative place. So thank you again for watching. I appreciate it, and let me know if you have any questions about our awesome board. Thanks.